will fly.
What is going on? My name is Mr. Iveco and welcome to another video in the Destiny Gun series. Today I'll be covering auto rifles, the basic keys, tips, tricks, all of that good stuff. So let's get straight to it. What are the basics of the auto rifle? They are a multi-adaptive rifle, fully automatic, that can be used for any class, any strategy, so aggressive, passive aggressive or defensive styles. That's about it really, I can say for the basics on them. So what auto rifle is best for you? Okay, so there's two archetypes of auto rifles. We have the medium fire rates, which are your weapons like the Wolf Slayer's Claw, the Pest Control Matrix, and the Suros in this gameplay. Although some people will debate with me that the Suros is more of a slow firing auto rifle, but I don't actually think so. Now, the second archetype is fast firing to a lower impact rate. Now this is weapons like her right hand and other fast firers that totally elude me now in this recording. My apologies for that. So they are best used for someone maybe who's not as accurate with their shot and just needs to spray our enemy down in hoping to get the kill until they improve their accuracy. Okay, so what are my important stats for auto rifles? Now again, this is highly debatable and up to you, so please feel free to leave my comments if you agree or disagree. Okay, my number one stat has to be range. Has to be range. And this is just down to the fact that even with the changes Bungie are making for the Taken King with the increased range of auto rifles to stop the damage fall off, I still believe it's going to be an issue when you're fighting at long range. So if you're someone who finds yourself engaging people with auto rifles at long range, you're definitely going to be requiring a range boosting perk, or you need to get your range up as high as possible. Okay, my second stat will have to be stability. Now on any auto rifle you're going to get recoil. You'll find on the faster firing ones the recoil is a lot more intense and you'll find your gun going horizontal quite quickly. So having a really strong stability is definitely a really good idea to have. Okay, so let's move on to my perk rolls and my recommended perk rolls for auto rifles. Now again, entirely my opinion. If you think I've missed some perks or I missed a really good combination for an auto rifle, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so as normal with all of the primaries, the scope is entirely up to you. There's a variety of scopes that you can use. They don't affect the stats, it's more what you're comfortable to kill with and what you're happy aiming down. Okay, so for my first tree perk, my top three choices will be focus fire, hip fire, or crowd control. Now, focus fire it will slow down the weapon's rate of fire and increase the impact. It's literally the perk that the Suros regime has. If you can get this on possibly a medium rate of fire auto rifle or even a fast rate of fire auto rifle and buff your impact, you've then got a better chance of getting the kill. I'd more recommend this on the faster firing auto rifles than I would on the medium rate of fire auto rifles, just for the fact that the medium rate of fires have a decent impact as it is, and slowing the rate of fire down further I don't think is too effective versus the extra impact that you'll get. Okay, hip fire I'd recommend more for a medium fire rate auto rifle, although it can be used on a fast firing auto rifle as well. What this does is increases your hip fire accuracy, so if you find yourself getting into engagements where the enemy's getting right up in your face and you can't get your shotgun out in time, hip fire will help you literally gun them down by spraying them in the face with it. Okay, and crowd control is basically good on both weapons. What it does is if you are an aggressive player, you're right up in the enemy's face and you're constantly having to hit enemies, what crowd control will do for you is literally buff the weapon's damage after you get a kill. So it helps you to try and chain kills together and get the maximum amount of damage you can do to the enemy team as possible. Okay, so for my middle perk, middle tree, my three recommended perks are extended mag, high caliber rounds, and rifled barrel. Now, extended mag can apply to the medium rate of fire auto rifles. It doesn't usually apply to the fast rate of fire auto rifles, just for the fact they have a magazine size of about 70. And I really don't think you need a 100 round auto rifle, but if you feel like you do, go for it. Medium rate of fire auto rifles I'd more recommend for this perk because it may give you an extra 5 or 10 bullets, but those 5 or 10 bullets could be the difference between getting a double kill or getting no kill. So I'd definitely go with extended mag on that. High caliber rounds is also probably my top rated perk again. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, I love high caliber rounds. They're extremely irritating if you're to play against someone who uses them on their gun, because they put your aim off horrendously. A good example of this is if you've ever gone up against a meter multi-tool and wondered why your aim is going horrendously off target, that has the hidden perk of high caliber rounds. So if you ever had the experience of being shot by one of those and not being able to get your shot back, that's quite literally what high caliber rounds will do for you. So it's a good perk for an auto rifle. Now, rifle barrel is my third and final perk. What that does increases the range and reduces reload speed. Now, I wouldn't recommend this if you're using crowd control, just for the fact that the reduced reload speed, if you're right up in someone's face and you've got a slower reload time, it could be the difference between you getting shotgunned and not being able to reload. It's more for someone who plays a passive / defensive style that gives them enough time to reload between the kills and gives them extra range buffer, and someone who's engaging it more at the medium to long ranges rather than the close range engagements. Okay, so now for my final perks. Now, I've split these between the two weapons because the two weapons require very different perks for their final perk. Now, for the fast archetypes, like the really fast firing auto rifles, the two I'd recommend are Glass Half Full and Persistence. Now, Glass Half Full is probably my top choice, just for the fact that with a fast firing auto rifle, yes, you have a bigger magazine, but you can get, if it's a 70 round magazine for example, you've got 30, the lower end of the magazine, 35, will be doing increased damage, which on an already low impact rifle but a fast rate of fire can be significant. My other one being Persistence, which is when the weapon is fired, the longer the weapon's fired, the more accurate it grows. This is obviously going to be helpful on a fast rate of fire auto rifle, sorry. Just for the fact that you get more bullets coming off, your gun's going to be more accurate, you're going to be able to engage at the better ranges, consistently hit more headshots, and literally do more damage to the people that you're going up against. Now, for my slow archetypes, I definitely have to recommend Rangefinder and Hidden Hand. Rangefinder is good just because it's a solid buff to range without having to have any other perks. And Hidden Hand is also really good for if you're someone that struggles with aim, or you play against a lot of people that like to strafe left, right, up and down, all of that malarkey. We've all played against one of them. I know I do it. What Hidden Hand does, it helps your aim assist and tries to help you get more on target when you're actually shooting someone. So if they move to the left, having a higher aim assist means you're more likely to get you back onto their head to start shooting them in the head and doing more damage. Okay, so that's my perk rolls. Now, for my pick of weapons, my pick of auto rifles, if you want to try out and start with them, my two have to be the Abyss Defiant, which you can get from Crota's End, and the Pest Control Matrix. Now, I'd usually go with the Pest Control Matrix just for its rollability, but many people have said the Abyss Defiant is like the Suros Jr., so those are my personal two. If you disagree, again, leave in the comments what you think are good starting auto rifles. I'm totally open to what people think. But those are my two picks of auto rifles to use. Okay, now just a few little flies before this video ends. Auto rifles. Usually, this is personal preference. I usually try and sit back, not camp, but sit back and analyze over firefights and see if I can get in with kills, really. And try and make sure that I can get into, maybe jump in against a teammate who's having trouble and try and help them with the kill with an auto rifle. And one-on-one situations with an auto rifle, you definitely want to be strafing left to right. Right, I think that does it for my tips, tricks, and all of that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave it a like. If you do like my content, subscribe. I've got more Destiny Gun Series videos like this. I hope to cover all of the main weapons in Destiny with my own perks, tips, tricks, all of that good stuff as well. So stick around for that. And thanks for watching. I've been Mr. Iveco. Much love, and I'll see you later.